to Biz Chicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Biz Chicks TV. Hey, this is the place, like she said, where we are here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle and run a profitable business that's fun to run. And so every Monday, we like to come in here and talk with you about things that will improve your business and your lifestyle. I'm here with my friend and colleague, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Carolina from California Cover Ups, and we just want to thank Brittany for that brilliant introduction. We've got a subject today I know will just change your life. We've been talking about this on occasion, so today we're going to revisit it. Friend, go ahead and introduce our topic today, please.
Well, welcome to everybody watching live. Those watching on the replay, grab your favorite brew, coffee, tea, water, whatever it is, and let's dive right in. So we're talking about winning with body language. And these are some negotiation tips. I know it's been a long time because we haven't been in person that much. When we're talking to people, we are doing most of the talking Zoom, live stream, something else. And so, but we still need to have body language for that as well. So we're going to talk about that somewhere in here too. So let's get on with some negotiation tips with your body language. One, over 70% of communication is nonverbal. 70% of communication is nonverbal. That's a lot. So 30% of what you say matters, but the other 70% matters more.
I have heard people say, can you please tell your face that?
And it says here also, body language impacts how others perceive your confidence. Okay. Your trustworthiness and your intent before you even open your mouth. So your body language is going to tell people what you're up to, whether or not you're confident in what you're trying to accomplish or what you're trying to convey. And they're looking at your trustworthiness. And this is even before you've opened your mouth to say one word. So the second thing that you want to do is maintain eye contact.
Yes.
Now, Mark has a comment. Okay, Mark says, back in the day when I was a trainer for any inner city adults here in Chicago, I taught them body language in mock interviews to help them secure jobs.
There you go.
That is still a necessary skill, by the way. This is still needed. And then we probably, Mark, you might want to maybe write a book on how to do it virtually, because somebody needs to talk about virtual body language.
Okay, because now, like I was saying, you saw when we first came on, I was making faces. Mark says there's an old book, Body Language by Julius Fast, that was very good. Yes, and I did the same thing, Mark, as a trainer, because I was working for the Workforce Development Act and teaching case managers workshops that they would in turn teach interviewees how to exude confidence and getting used to talking about themselves and focusing on the facts that the interviewer really wanted to know when they say, tell me a little bit about yourself. They don't want to know how many operations you had or, any life trauma that you've been through. They mean, tell me about the skills that you're bringing here for this job. And so a lot of times interviewers, when they say interviewees, when they'd ask them, tell me a little about yourself, they go, well, because they've been through a lot. So yes, it can tell a lot about you in terms of your confidence. If you can't look people in the eye, how many times did grandma tell you look people in the eye, friend, when you were growing up? Look
Yeah,
me
all
in
the
the eye.
time. Look up here. Eyes up here. Yes.
Look me in
Because
the
maintaining strong eye contact
eye.
conveys confidence, honesty,
Mm-hmm.
builds trust, shows the other person that they're valued.
Mm-hmm.
So we've
Let's
all
see.
experienced the people who are doing this and not looking at you when they talk.
Okay.
They're on a device and they're not giving you eye contact. Yes, they may be taking notes, but you need to look up every once in a while, nod. Yes, a good point. Take a note and come back. Don't just live in this screen.
The other thing is because that is virtual, and I think the same rules really do apply.
I do too.
I mean, if we're online and you're talking and I'm over here going, that may make people wonder what's really going on in this conversation, or make you wonder, should we have this at another time? Is something more important going on?
Right. Because you're not giving the attention that the conversation deserves.
Mm-hmm. I'm not in the moment, right?
No, you're not. You're somewhere, but you're not here. So our third point, use a confident posture. Sit or stand with your shoulders back. This projects authority and boosts your self-confidence. So sitting up straight, because there are kids, or I'm not going to say kids. There are some people who slouch. They just kind of slump down in the chair while they're doing stuff. That does not show to me that you're capable of doing whatever I'm hiring you for. Or doesn't exude confidence. So holding your posture together, it also helps you in your physiology, as well as showing that you are confident, that you have the authority, you have the self-confidence, and confidence is just trusting yourself. Because when you don't think that you can do it, people kind of do the little turtle thing and slink back. Stand up. Avoid defensive stances. I think Mark might have another comment or two.
Yes, he does.
Okay. He said, at this point in my life, if I'm asked that question, I respond with a pre-recorded musical track and a song and some well-placed choreography.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, let me tell you.
Yes.
Here's the story about a family. He also says,
plant your feet. Okay, thank you, Mark. That's very good. Plant your feet. I do believe don't be shifting one foot to the other, and
also don't slouch. Just, you were talking about slouching.
So even when you're like, we're on this live stream,
yes,
I have to sit at the edge of my chair to sit up, because if I sit back in the chair, you tend to melt.
And here's a tip. What I do is I put a pillow behind me, because my chair is so deep. I would be. So this allows
lounging, because you would be lounging at that point, not actually. And I know that's not the position that you want to convey. This is a coffee conversation, and we're having one, but we're not chilling that chill.
Yes.
So avoid defensive stances. Don't cross your arms.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen people do that. I know I don't think you can see my arms crossed, but you know the ones crossing your
Here,
arms.
so
Yeah.
Ben, can you see what's going on?
Yeah, because what you mad about is the first thing is the first thing that comes to mind. Don't cross your arms because this can signal discomfort or resistance. Why are you mad?
Or you're
Oh, so
closed
you don't
off. You've shut down the openness to
right.
receive, the message.
Information. Even if
Mhm.
you don't agree with the information, you can nod. I don't necessarily agree with that, but not the defiant, I don't think so attitude,
Mhm.
right? Choose open gestures like showing your hand or your palms to express transparency and collaboration.
Yes.
Didn't say we have to agree, but at least if we're going to talk about it, don't take the. I there was a person I used to work with, and they would just be like this wall. They never said anything, but you could
Mhm.
feel the wall
Okay.
in the
The
body language. I was like, well, I can't help you.
barriers went up. Mhm.
Okay. So apparently, um, this
Mm,
is not going to be a good conversation because you've already rejected anything I'm about to say. It's not gonna.
I think about that when I think about sometimes when I communicate with my teenage girls and the eye rolling and the lip sucking and the
Sucking
clicking.
teeth and
Like, when is
and
this going to
yeah.
be over, Mom? I just want some money to go to the mall.
Mhm. Yes, and but there was some instruction that needed to be given, but they don't wanna, "Oh, I hear you. I know, I
Mhm.
know. I know, I know."
Don't
The
park
and
in dark spaces. Go start near the entrance. That
right, things that are necessary, for the conversation, sometimes people are not
engaged.
engaged, right. So, the next point, mirror your counterpart subtly.
Mm,
Reflecting their posture or gestures builds rapport and connection. So you kind of like you want to mirror. I've seen this before where you kind of do
mhm.
the same um the same gestures that they're doing. Now you don't want to be a robot. You know how you copy somebody and you just and you do just because they did that, you do it. But you got to do this gesture thing very subtly.
Mm,
And if they're relaxed, relax. If they're standing at attention, stand at attention,
mhm.
right? Um, what would I say? Read the temperature in the room.
Okay.
Is this a jovial moment? Or are they serious and some serious conversations need to be had? So kind of read the room to put yourself, okay, oh, this is not a spot for joking. And I think we have another comment from Mark
Mhm.
or from somebody in the room.
Believe it's Mark. He says, keep your posture open, make eye contact, listen actively, nod when appropriate, and mirror some hand gestures. Hmm.
Good. Thank you, Mark.
He's got a little story here.
Go ahead.
As a boy, I remember my father taught me how to professionally greet someone in business, the appropriate way to shake hands, etc. Yes, teaching that firm handshake, that eye contact when you're talking to someone, and who's
And
introduced first.
and because we are in a post pandemic society where we are just learning how to go outside and connect again. That
Oh
is
my
a skill
gosh.
set. That's a skill set that needs to be taught.
Well, yes, because there's a whole generation that missed 3 years of socialization.
We might need to revive a class.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one of our biz chicks, she teaches etiquette.
Yes.
And, hopefully she's putting that class forward. Mark has another comment.
Mm-hmm. Do not sit down in someone's office until you're invited to do so. Don't come in and just make yourself at home.
This is called protocol.
And it's a good time. Did you have an appointment? Even if you had an appointment,
you wait until they ask you to sit. That is a protocol that has not been taught. Like when someone of importance walks into the room, you stand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, read the room, people. Read the room. And these things that Mark is talking about is going to help you read the room. Do not sit down and just walk up in the office like Terry did. Terry just said and plop down and just like, okay, I'm just going to sit.
I had an appointment, and so, and it's time, and so we're ready. I say, come in, you knock, I say, come in, and then you just presume, boom.
No, do not do that. Even if the other person is okay with it, it's still not okay.
Because you may come across someone who is not okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Mirroring your counterpart, subtly reflecting their posture, their gestures, builds rapport and connection. Because people naturally respond positively to those who align with their energy. So when I said read the room, what's the energy in the room? You can feel it. If 70% of communication is nonverbal, you can pick up the temperature in the room. Oh,
maybe this is not a good time.
Yes. And you do this when you're making a phone call too. Terry and I are very adamant about that. Is this a good time for you to take a call? Because some people will pick up a phone even if it's not a bad time. We had a situation where we were making a phone call and the person on the other end, their flight was delayed, luggage was mislaid, lost, couldn't find it. And they're trying to get to a graduation or something, I believe. And we heard it on the phone, but yet the person took the call. We're like, we will call us back when everything is settled, because at this point we were not going to get a satisfactory result from the conversation because they were not in the conversation.
See,
even though they answered the phone.
Correct.
Don't answer the phone when you are not prepared. And there are many people who do that. Oh, the phone is ringing and I got to answer. No, answer when you are prepared to have a conversation. Yes. Because body language can cross the phone lines too. I remember taking classes as a receptionist and things of that. You smile on the phone because people can hear you smile on the other end.
We really can hear you smile. We can also hear you sigh.
Right. Or suck your teeth or anything else. Because even if they can't see you, they can hear the intonation in your voice, whether you are genuinely engaged in this conversation.
Are you really excited about the subject?
Control facial expressions. A genuine smile helps reduce tension and makes you more approachable. Terry, what did they tell you one day?
They told me I had inappropriate smiling. In other words, I was smiling even though we had moved into another phase of the conversation. But for them, it might have been critical. But for me, I mean, I'm in an interview. I feel fine.
Mhm. And in most, it's genuine. It's
Mhm.
not like the new movie that came out called Smile. Okay, there's creepy clown smile, and
Okay.
then there's just a genuine smile. Like, be
Yes.
warm and welcoming with your
Mhm.
smile. Hi, right?
Yes, and then the other thing is you wanna work for people who don't smile a lot. That's not a good sign about what's going on in the office.
Yeah. And but when you smile, it needs to be genuine.
Mhm.
It needs to convey warmth. Um, and like I said, not the creepy clown smile. Stay aware of your expressions to keep the atmosphere
Mm.
positive.
Yes.
Again, you may not agree with whatever is being said,
Mhm.
but do like grandma said and fix your face.
Yes, I used to tell my children, "Don't let everything that you disagree with cross your face." You know, every feeling that you have doesn't have to cross your face.
And because in business, you and in negotiations, you don't want to tell everybody what you're thinking by
Mhm.
what's on your face.
Mhm.
When you're going to buy a car or something, you don't want to go, oh, goody, 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 goody. I've got to get, okay, they just got you.
Mhm.
If you're negotiating on the price of that car, you maintain your composure. Oh, I like this. Let's see what else you have. Knowing all the time that you're going to go back and get that one, but you just want to negotiate well. And
Mhm.
don't you just don't be so giddy. Oh, I got to have it. I just got to have it. Okay, they see you coming.
Here's the thing. There are situations where you need to have your game face on. You know what they call it?
Mhm. That doesn't mean mad. It just means determined. Your game face should just be okay. Whatever is fit for the environment that you're in.
Mm. I like this suggestion that Mark has here. If you want to get really serious in your dose of self-awareness, have someone film you in a mock interview. When you watch you will probably be somewhat horrified, but it is helpful. And it is because so many interviews are by video now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And
And so the question is, what am I wearing? How do I come across on camera? Go
and
ahead,
this
Fran.
is good because our next point is to practice with purpose. So practice getting in front of the camera and
Mhm.
seeing how you look. I know I have to practice always looking up or tilting my head back or whatever. Oh, I need to sit forward, look directly into the
Mm,
camera. 'Cause
mhm.
when I look into the camera, I am looking into your eyes,
Ah,
right?
uh-huh.
And I'm not all over the room. If I'm taking notes, I say, excuse me for a moment, just because some things are acceptable or
No.
okay, because Zoom has got a lot of people inappropriate on the cameras. We got crazy backgrounds going on
Mm.
in our interview. Lose the I know this is a side note and I'm going somewhere with this. Lose that crazy background because if you don't have the correct lighting for a green screen, stop using them.
Oh, the virtual background.
Virtual background, stop. Just
Mhm.
clean up whatever's behind you, light your face well, and then look into the camera when you're talking to the people in your
Well,
interview.
I don't understand why I can't have this virtual, backdrop, Fran. What's wrong with it?
You're clipping out here and there, furniture's moving. We know that is not where you are.
Well, isn't that special?
Right. So practice with
Mhm.
purpose. Fix whatever room that you decided that you were going to do this in. Fix it up. especially if you're going to be doing things where you're on camera. And I don't
Mhm.
mean just live, I just mean on camera because everything is recorded. You look fabulous, darling. Just
Well,
and be fabulous.
the other thing too is, you can, if they asked you to send a headshot and you take that headshot and something is in the background, maybe you want to take your little photograph and edit it and erase the dog or whatever.
Yes. I think Mark has another comment or
Mhm.
so. Let's see what he says.
He says, don't use the virtual background of the club when you're interviewing for a job. Hello, okay, good advice.
I've done it.
Good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
so how you show up to the world
Mhm.
online and offline is very, very important. Um, Intentional use of body language helps you connect, persuade, and confidently close deals or make connections that you need to make.
Mhm.
So, to do a quick recap, over number one, over 70% of body language is nonverbal.
Mhm.
Number two, maintain strong eye contact.
Mhm.
Number three, use confident posture. Number four, avoid defensive stances. Number five, mirror your counterpart subtly. Number six, control your facial expressions. Number seven, practice with purpose. So
Okay.
we trust that these tips will help you today. Um, Feel free to ask us questions about them. We can send them to you or however you'd like to get them. You can text biz to 33777 to join the Biz Chicks community, or you can go to bizchicks.net. However you come, we want to say thank you for joining us. We don't spam. We're getting better at communicating,
Mm.
and we just want you to know that we're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. Tomorrow, TJ will be in the room. She'll be talking to us about some more marketing, social media and digital marketing. She's been on point here lately. We've been talking about we're living in an AI first world right now.
Mm. Mhm.
And yeah, we're living in an AI first world. So we need to get prepared so that we can learn how to use AI more effectively. So with that, thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Biz Chicks coaching rate this week, $35 an hour, regularly $150, satisfaction guaranteed, and you don't pay. Okay. Or you don't pay. Okay. Thank you
Right.
so much.
Be
What
sure to connect with Mark over on the 4 minute mark. You can get that on YouTube or askmarkward.com, anywhere, because he's had these trainings and things. I'm sure he'd be happy to assist you and help you take the hassle out of your negotiation hustle. Get a hold of Mark Ward. We want to thank everybody for watching live and on the replay, and we will see you next time. Thank you,
Bye-bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.